was an absolute war zone.
It was an absolute war zone.
Cars flipped over, completely wrecked. So it was very dark, thank God. So we didn't really see a lot. Rumors flying about that there were terrorists inside the kibbutz. A few hours later, it was clear that it was definite that there were terrorists inside the kibbutz. We heard shootings, and we were basically barricaded in for 21 hours until the army rescued us. We kept hearing shootings and gunfire and bombs and alarms, and just didn't know what was happening. Just our worst nightmares.
فيش راح هذا السايب وراح
ניתקנו את הטלפון, נכנסנו לממ"ד. תפתחו את הפייסבוק, תפתחו את הפייסבוק. אמא לא הצליחה בכלל לפתוח. רעדה בכל הגוף שלה. אני פתחתי מהטלפון שלי וראיתי זוועה. ראיתי את האסון הכי גדול שאפשר בכלל לדמיין. סבתא שלי על הרצפה בבית שלה, רצוחה בסרטון. כל הרצפה דם. סבתא שלי שוכבת שם. המחבל פשוט לקח את הנייד הפרטי שלה, צילם אותה והעלה את זה לקיר פייסבוק הפרטי שלה. ככה התבשרנו, ככה גילינו את זה.
We had our chargers, so we had our phones, and we were communicating with anyone that we could, my parents included, and we lost communication with them around 5 p.m. on Saturday. We haven't heard from them since. We don't know what's happening yet. They're the only house in the kibbutz that was not reached yet.
That on the 7th of October, which is Saturday, first thing in the morning, she was on the phone saying that she hear a lot of noise and she understand what's going on outside, and she going into the safe room. And from 9:30 the phone gone down, and we never heard anything since. By 4 p.m. the army came in, and this is when we got the message that she is not in there.
When the army came into our home, we didn't know that it was the army. We couldn't know. We just heard people coming into our house. They broke down the door, and they went into the house, and they started trying to pull the doors for the safe room out. And I was, at that moment, I was sure that this is it. This is just, and we were sitting there, both of us, with our little innocent baby who was sleeping at the time, and just didn't know what to do. And when we saw that it was our soldiers, when we heard it was them, and we opened the door, we just jumped and hugged them, and just was so relieved. And then I was shaking all over, and I couldn't stop shaking. There's no going back from this. How can we go back to live in that beautiful place when we know what happened there, and all the people that we knew, that we saw on the pavements every day going from the kindergarten and back? Then how can we just keep going on like nothing ever happened?